What I've learned from being without alcohol for 7 months now is the anxiety comes from the alcohol and it can be trained. Hi friends! I have been 220 days without alcohol, so over 7 months now. Wow, what a journey. I have been so productive. What the freak? So I'm in month 5 now in rehabilitation for alcoholism and also eating disorders, but it's not based in eating disorders, so I'm kind of fixing it on my own. Wow, I posted on my story yesterday that I have been 7 months sober, and I got so many people telling me either their own journeys or asking me how. And I figured, since I want to continue be very active on YouTube, and I have like a very big project about all of these things coming here on my YouTube, so I figured why not have like a stream of consciousness just explaining my journey and yeah, how it's been. A backstory: I 1 year ago had my best friend kill himself. He overdosed. I remember when I got the call, I had a whiskey bottle next to me and I just drank it as soon as I could. And that became a pattern for me. I woke up and I couldn't be sober, basically. I realized that this is not good. Why am I coping? Why am I using something external to fix my emotions? I never realized that addiction is actually an emotional disease, and then I realized that okay, I maybe have to go back into rehab. I was there 2 years ago. I've been over 1,000 days pill-free. I was on Xanax and every other pain medication and anxiety medication that exists. But I didn't comprehend actually how I was switching from doing pills and everything, of course, like combined, to using alcohol. So I figured that, well, I have to go back into treatment, and yeah, that was 5 months ago. I just realized how much anxiety that I got from drinking. First, it started with me working, for example, as a bartender, and at the same time I was doing my bachelor in nutrition. I got discovered working as a model because I started posting on Instagram when I was 20. So then I was invited to fashion shows, it was events, I was flown out for photo shoots. It's fun, it's party all the time, every day, like brunch. Monday, that's when people that work in the weekends go out, you know. It was everything was a party, and I was able to because then I could work full time partying, you know, and it was very fun. So I post my I post my bachelor. I'm 2 years in, and I will continue that in the future. But yeah, so yeah, I associated socializing with drinking because that's what you do, and it's so typical in Norway or basically most countries, to have a big alcohol culture. So yeah, I felt that you had to drink when you were out, and then I started drinking before I went out. I never realized how much anxiety was connected to the alcohol, how it gave me the anxiety, because then I felt like I had to rely on something to give me what I wanted, which was being socialized, being out there, having confidence, and all of those things. But as everyone who's tried alcohol knows, being on alcohol makes you lose your what is it called? You lose your discipline. You lose your impulse control, and you just do worse things than you would have done sober. And that gives me anxiety, right? Because then I realize I wake up and I have anxiety, which is such a common term. I wake up and I'm like, oh no, I shouldn't have said that, I shouldn't have done that, I got way too late, oh I did this and that, and that makes me drink more. And then I started doing it alone, which I feel is a really good like marker. And if you might have a problem, is are you doing it alone by yourself? Because it's so typical when I talk to people that can relate. It's like having, oh, I'm an adult, drinking a glass of wine with my dinner alone, that's fine, you know. And then suddenly you can't socialize anymore without alcohol. So I realized, wow, this is not working for me, I need help. Luckily I was able to get it here at Kvinnekollektivet Arken. It's looking very, it's only one painting that I'm continuing doing. I put down everything else. I filmed the whole process as well. Because in 1.5-ish month, I'll be checked out. Woohoo! Very happy about that. But yeah, what I've learned from being without alcohol for 7 months now is the anxiety comes from the alcohol and it can be trained. You can train your social anxiety by being social. Crazy concept, but it makes sense. Of course, maybe not for everyone and everything, but speaking for myself, that has been the solution for me. I have, since the first time I was able to go on, like in the weekends, you can go and be out for 8 hours, 60, like 24, and then you get more free time. I went on birthdays, not drinking, with people drinking as well, and going to events. And then I started going, having performances and working at the club and shooting for Netflix and just interviews and the things that I do. I did everything like that sober, and every time I did it, I was like, wow, this would, like, it went way better because I am sober. So it's so important to train yourself in that sense. Exposure therapy is what works. I had to expose myself to the things that I was scared of. I remember when I had my first visit from some friends coming here. I remember I wrote in my diary, I'm so accomplished now because I could meet my friends without drinking. And now in hindsight, it made me so sad, you know. And then I could relate to, I think about so many of my friends that like have anxiety because they're used to drinking so much and being social drinking, and for myself how normal that was, and that I never connected that part, that it was the alcohol. Now it's completely different. I prefer doing things sober because if I say something dumb, at least it was me. I will wake up the next day and be like, oh shit, did I say that? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Maybe I am weird like that. Like, she's so quirky, haha. But yeah, maybe I did say something weird, or that I did something that I can think would be better if I did that. But at least I can stand safely in me, knowing that it was me, and that I wasn't affected by any substances to help me get this false confidence, which you don't. You just lose your impulse control. Yeah, I just want to share how it's been. It's been really amazing. So I think my biggest tip is try to do things sober. See how it makes you feel. Understand that drinking, and when it's not like a party, like I'm fine with that, but it's the emotional drinking that's been a problem for me. When you feel you need it, right? When you feel an emotion and then you think about alcohol and want to consume it because you feel a feeling, that's emotional dysregulation, and that's the very important part about it. So yeah, just want to share that, and let me know what you think of that you want me to explain more in depth, and I will. Feels really good. I have so much confidence now in myself, knowing that I've done something that is hard. I've gone against my urges, my habits, and yeah, it makes me feel good. So yeah, I wish you the best. If you have any troubles with it, you can always DM me, you can always comment, send me messages, and I'm here, because I wish I had like Kanye say, I wish I had a friend like me. I don't know, I just wish I had someone online that could tell their experience when I started checking into rehabilitation and stuff like that. So whatever. Yeah, have a good day. Bye.